tires have developed, and the Bridgestone Ecopia, they're quiet, they're comfortable. I mean, you get 70,000 miles an hour. What else can you want?
So to this day, I still don't know why it really didn't. You get what I'm saying? I'm still kind of in the air, and it bothered me.
Yeah.
Like it hurt. It was like it's happening right now. And for that, like literally after that, you know, in order for me to get my mind off it, like I just kind of like locked myself in a room, worked on a few tracks, and I kind of like fell in love with it. Like the shit I was working on, I ended up putting it out. I ended up putting it out on my own streaming service, on my own site, which is daylightofficial.com. So I ended up putting it out on my own site. And it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made financially. So the battle didn't happen, but like we moved 123,000 units on my own website.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like, damn, it took something from me, but then it gave me something kind of crazy.
The joke's on you. If I punch you in your mouth, what a nigga from your coast gonna do? I pray we ain't gotta put hands on B-Dot, but if he pop my right hand to guard, a box getting sent back to his loved ones too. So don't preach to me. Say that guard body shit for Lux in them. I build, get a kick out of destroying them.
Fucking hilarious.
Say that guard body shit for Lux in them. I build, but get a kick out of destroying the bitch ass niggas that think they could come for us. You included. I was gonna get brains from your bitch, but she keep moving stupid.
This is ice.
That's fucking amazing. That's such a good one.
I'm giving Ice a second.
You included. I was gonna get brains from your bitch, but she keep moving stupid. For being trapped on a ball and chain with you and getting used to losing. You plastic handcuff cop block nigga. Think you up here doing me greasy, but I fucked your chicken and bought you a crock pot, nigga. I'm Cuddy in the lack right before she was gonna give you the hot box, nigga. I got 100 for the baby, but I don't want to meet the die with him. Yeah, let's talk about it. He nice, but give us that hamster feel with all the balls he walk around with. That's why real niggas will never lock into a style without a transfer.
Yo, that's wow.
Yeah. Let's talk
Hamster's
about
working the case, or
he
it's
nice,
like
but give us
that's
that
wow.
hamster feel with all the balls he walk around with.
That's crazy.
That's
why real
crazy,
niggas
bro.
will never lock into a style without a transfer through downstate and Austin County. Lock in. My shooting percentage in the top 10. Blow, shot moved the crowd, but it rocked him.
That's
You microphone fiend, you the Metro Sire. Yeah, you microphone fiend, you the Metro Sire. Every show I case it, electro fire. How many shell cases? The same number as the player who made the retros buy it. That crime scene with the one Denny Myers that I shoot him so many times his man person catch on fire.
And
Harlem shit. He gonna have more
fucking
better
grinder
views when he find out I'm the
downstairs.
shadow fucking his Harlem chick. And you got hate for cash and buttons. That's why your ungrateful ass get nothing. So I don't act like Los side us, cause he's Stacey Dash in public. Family matters. Nowadays, I can't even enjoy your meal unless it's family platter. So play Macho Man and be ready to get it shaken in the ropes like Randy Savage. I can't see me bringing Los to the circle and showing love to him. Cause he gonna ask me to give him the word and I'm gonna be forced to kill him cause he ain't put in the work for it. No rat shit. I ain't gonna say no corny shit like a gun to make you backflip, but a shot to make you trip after a bullet break your bone and spin your leg backwards. So keep your shoes. Nobody walking in them. If we got the drop and you see us coming and run, we just gonna murder the people that was walking with you. You used to be down with. You know what? I ain't even gonna say their names, cause they still ducking coffin victims. But you just rap about what you saw. You knives in the window before the demo in the limo to the office building.
Oh my. All right, so that might not hit to y'all, but when you get in the rap game and you know the story, but I don't even want to touch on that because I'm gonna leave that in the industry. But boy, Ice, you did damage with that line. Bro.
Let's go.
Because they still ducking coffin victims. But you just rap about what you saw. You knives in the window before the demo in the limo to the office building. So bitch, write a book about it. We'll have more in common, you put a hook around it. But don't prodigy and write an autobiography. My killer's beat still causing havoc. So even if you mob deep, it's still survival of the fittest. So whatever type of heat you squeeze, you better walk around with. I give a fuck about your flashy jewels, all the cars you buy with it. Because most signed artists has died beside cars or died in them, nigga.
Damn, that was fucking crazy. I don't remember that line. That line might be my favorite.
Whoa.
That was fucking insane.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
And you ain't fooling me with this vegan shit. You stop eating meat so your butt can be clean so they can put meat in it. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Dude, Ice with the gay bars is fucking incredible. Yeah, I said it.
Eating meat so your butt can be clean so they can put meat in it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. And all these.
Let's go.
Yeah, I said it. And all these tattoos ain't gonna cover up a fact that it's a sex tape floating around with a whole lot of gay shit going on, and you the one on your knees in it, nigga. You let another man take you out on a date.
Dog, I didn't even make a compilation of all like the crazy fucking insinuations Ice has made. You prostitute, you let another man take you on a date.
Man take you out on a date. Woke up inside the disclosure after being raped. You probably the one that left the dildo on the dresser right before Cam visit Mace. I smacked one out you.
Let's go.
Yo, I fucking ripped the paper, yo. What the fuck?
I smacked one out you. Give you two options. I go kill the people you love without you, or your family learn to live without you. You call it, nigga. This
God damn it, man.
If your flow don't match your delivery, then you haul it. Just give it to me. You want it smoke? Bow. Now the bulldog gave you a roof for bigger chimney. That's your warning system. My heart just as black as the people mourning for him. I know he ain't mean to get caught slipping. Yeah, I know he ain't mean to put his peoples in harm's way and get caught slipping without the larger pistol. But the drop was so good, I figured your mom's you mental. Bah, your next family cookout gonna be monumental. You my little nigga. You should be happy with this come up. Cause you the one with a major deal, but they still gotta call and ask me, can you get my number? It's levels to this. Watch, no bezel to this. I only need one arm to pop. I know Sway 7 convinced. I'ma show him how to land a punch in the ring like custom model. I'ma show him how to land a punch in the ring like custom model. Cause I know hustlers that bought Maybachs that wish they could bring Maybach cause they only died over $50. So keep it pushing. Car oil you. Before I let my... Yeah, so keep it pushing. Car oil you. Before I let my demons rock when you build it. Dog oil you. We'll take your lights out so fast you have a busy signal when God calls you. So eat a dick, nigga, you don't pop. When you see me in Thug Life, nigga, you don't pop.
Yeah, them zigzags too fucking rough, bro.
Yo, there was some little bit of dry moments in Ice's second, but I think Ice got the second.
Ice most definitely got the second.
Yeah. Man, he had some fire shit that I just didn't remember.
But you gotta think, Los had to prepare some different shit, so you gotta
give it to him for that, for sure. I think a lot of that stuff, though, was for you. I think The Gun's So Big, It Only Exists in Battle Rap.
You think some of those bars was for me?
And his whole thing about, like, the industry rapper versus the battle rapper. I think that was...
You think some of that second was for me, too?
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, obviously, his, like, super lyrical miracle shit was for you in the first and when he addressed you directly, but I do think some of that...
I think he's throwing personal references in that for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, going to the third. Bottom of the third, let's get it.
Hey, yeah. That was halfway, Ice. Let me show you how a master freestyler take your last round and snatch all that power off you. Cause all the motherfucking jokes about a nigga gay the reason that style will cost you.
Alright, that's a little better. Can't believe I ripped the first one, yo. That's some old amateur shit.
This is where he shines.
Yeah, freestyle ability.
There's a gator on his shirt and his Lacoste. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
Yo, good morning, bro.
That's crazy.
Yo, let's
Gay
get it.
Like, but gay boy, like, it's kind of wild.
That's a really quick.
About to match one. Well, I gotta match one to your 2 or 3, cause you be smoking. I had one of my friends over here chilling with me. She like, what you watching? I'm like, you don't need to know, man. Just chill. We just about to chill and vibe. Maybe you watch this stream for like an hour and a half. Bro, you done smoked 2 blunts and was rolling up a third one. And my friend was like, damn, that nigga be smoking his ass off. I'm like, yo, that's why they call him blunt mover, motherfucker. You move the blunts. Puff. Good morning, bro. What's up, yo? I'm off. Yeah, my friend was like, damn, this nigga is chiefing. Motherfucking blunt mover. Saturday. I done been to the gym. I did all of my chores and shit yesterday. The laundry done. All the carpets are vacuumed and cleaned, and I ain't got shit to do but chill. No doubt about that. Motherfucker, the chief. Black mover, the chief.
That's like a double entendre freestyle rebuttal.
Yeah,
that's kind of
insane.
wild.
That's
That's
insane.
insane.
Yeah.
Hold on. Cause I don't want no back walking. He was talking all that jazz, but
The larger pistol, but the drop was so good, I figured your mom's you mental. Bah, the next family cookout gonna be monumental.
The next family cookout gonna be monumental.
Little nigga, you should be happy with this come up. Cause you the one with a major deal, but they still gotta call and ask me, can you get my number?
Levels to this
There's
shit.
levels to this. Watch, no bezel to this. I only need one arm to pop. I know Sway Seven convinced.
Let's
I'ma
go.
show him how to land a punch in the ring like custom model. I'ma show him how to land a punch in the ring like custom model.
So this was a freestyle battle where it was supposed to be, what I'm assuming is King Los versus Daylight. But for some reason, Daylight couldn't make it to the fucking battle. So King Los had to fucking go up against Head Ice. I don't know. I like both of them, yo. Head Ice, that motherfucker got bars. King Los got fucking wordplay. But Daylight, that nigga is nothing to fuck with in the goddamn freestyle battle, yo. Listen, you watch some of his freestyle battles, boy, this nigga got bars on bars. Butterfly in the sky, breeding rainbow. I remember he shot that line, yo. That shit was too fucking funny. But, so what it was a freestyle battle between Head Ice and King Los. And now Daylight is reviewing the battle. It's Daylight and 2 other guys sitting down and they're watching the battle and kind of analyzing it and breaking it down, checking out the bars, the entendres, the wordplay, the metaphors, the similes, all this shit. Because like I said, it was supposed to be Daylight going up against fucking King Lo. So he's just going back, reviewing the fucking match and seeing who threw the best fucking jabs.
Because I know hustlers that bought Maybachs that wish they could bring Maybach because they only dialed over $50. So keep it pushing. Car oil. Before I let my... Yeah, so keep it pushing. Car oil. Before I let my demons rock in the building.
Gargoyles.
We're taking lights out so fast you have a busy signal when God called you. So eat a dick, nigga, you don't pop. When you see me in Thug Life, nigga, you don't pop. Pop.
Yo, there was some little bit of dry moments in Ice's second, but I think Ice got the second.
Ice most definitely got the second.
Yo, Head Ice is the
Man, he's
yo.
a fire shit that I
That
just
nigga
didn't
don't
remember.
play,
But
yo.
you gotta think, Los had to prepare some different shit, so you gotta
Head Ice,
Yeah, you gotta give it to him for that.
Head Ice got that gutter style.
I think
yo.
a lot of that stuff though was for you. I think the gun's so big it only exists in battle rap, and
you think some of those bars was for me?
and his whole thing about like the industry rapper versus the battle rapper. I think that was
I think
that he
a
just
lot of
You
took
think
it.
some of that second was for me too?
Yeah,
I think so.
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, yo. The first time I seen Daylight battle, I thought the same thing because he has this weird ass face tattoo and his style is kind of like unorthodox. But listening to some more of his shit, and I remember one time he was I don't know the first time I heard it might have been on a Funk Flex or Sway, and it was on one of those Jones where I heard Daylight, and it was like, I don't know. But that was just him flowing bars. But then seeing him in the battle, that shit different in the battle though. That motherfucker he got some gun bars, he got some fucking he can hit you with some funny ass punchlines, be his shit, yo. Oh, we about to get it done. Shit. A couple mud, rolling up one. You know what I'm saying? Saturday morning. You know how we used to, when we was kids, we'd get up and watch Saturday morning cartoons? Now we watch Saturday morning streams, yo. Same thing, different flavor.
see his like super lyrical miracle shit was for you in the first, and when he addressed you directly. But I do think some of that.
I
was
think he's
definitely
throwing personal
for you.
references in there for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, go into the third. Bottom of the third, let's get it.
Hey, yeah. That was halfway, Ice. Let me show you how a master freestyler take your last round and snatch all that power off you. Cause all the motherfucking jokes about a nigga gay, the reason that style will cost you.
So this King Los right here, round 3, King Los.
That's right. So
This is where he shined.
yeah, freestyle ability.
It's a gator on his shirt and his Lacoste. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
That's a fact, yo. Like, he is weird as fuck. The way he dressed, the ski mask he wears sometimes, like, dude just weird as shit. Never saw that. Daylight shits on stage. He says, I took his shit because of racist treatment. Daylight kicked out of the URL event for taking a poop on the stage. Hey, okay. Never knew that shit. Only thing I say about that, man, is I done seen random weirdos take shits in the motherfucking supermarket. Hey, people do crazy shit. People do crazy shit. So he's on a Vlad interview on Vlad TV.
I'm gonna be the most iconic designer of all time. The line for my stuff is a million miles.
It's Daylight. I took his shit because of racist treatment. So this is a Vlad TV interview, I guess, where he tries to explain why he took his shit. And he's so weird. Like, this is how this dude be dressing.
Here to talk about,
Like, what the fuck is you wearing, bro? You looking like the Headless Horseman and shit.
On your battle versus Real Deal. In the third round, I believe it was, you dropped your.
Yo, he has no head, yeah.
Attempted to drop, fecal matter onto the stage.
He is a fucking weirdo, yo. He's The comments stop popping up again. Like, what the? I don't know why I keep doing that, yo. Really? No, I just typed something. Yeah. It's fucking shock value, though. I mean, we talking about it. That's the only thing I can say. That's that shock value shit, yo. Make motherfuckers keep talking about that shit. Like, we know who he is for what he does. Like, motherfucker. Oh, that's weird, but I don't know. I don't know if have you been having issues with your stream, yo? I've been in your last couple streams. I ain't really just been saying nothing, but I don't know. I remember one time that shit went on for like a couple days, and then some streamers had comments and some streamers didn't, and like my shit was cut out for like days at a time, yo. It was something with the network. Before, bro. I don't know why that shit do that sometimes, but then you can see it on like the app. It just be on it comes from the PlayStation end because so we're running YouTube, but it's still going through the PlayStation network. But if you go straight to YouTube, like our comments, you can read all our comments with no problem and everything. It just be some shit on PlayStation and they be fucking up on you. Daylight took a shit.
That's crazy.
That's
fucking
Gator
crazy.
like, but gay boy, like, it's kind of wild.
That's a really crazy play.
That's like a double entendre freestyle rebuttal.
Yeah,
that's kind of
insane.
wild.
That's insane. Yeah.
Hold on. Because I don't want no backwalking. He was talking all that jazz, but I just had to explain that bar to Jazz for all that jazz talking. But let's get to it. Let's get to it.
That was dope.
Another one?
He said, they try to get to it.
Somebody said, "Don't do that. Get to it."
Get to it.
Check it out. Check it out. He said I can't rap about my money. About the second or third time I ever flew on some private shit. Well, shit, I brought my fire, packed a little stove, even got the pilot lit. And that's pretty fucking high, nigga.
That's kind of wild.
Not to mention,
I brought the fire pack, the stove, even got the pilot, but like it's a pilot. You feel me?
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
wild. Like
Yeah,
that's kind of wild.
That is dope.
when you rap with this type of sauce, it keep your chick in my grill, cause every bar be queued up just right and you a motherfucking fly, nigga. I mean, I walk in rooms, the cameras pan, your Mrs. Dash, and make me the main course of interest, and that instantly make him a motherfucking side, nigga. So,
Let's go, Lowe's. Heat up. Let's go,
so while I'm
Lowe's.
taking plates out of niggas' mouths, so up here cooking, just don't sleep on the skillet, been known to fry niggas. My nigga. I'm from a block where the kids can't even dream because you lose your life once you blink. I done made it through bitch ass niggas, pussy ass
Really?
cops, dope fiends, gunshots, dilapidated school systems, crime infested blocks, and that's despite what you
Wow,
think.
YouTube. Y'all ain't want to let my
Let's
people
keep it
know
real,
I'm
nigga.
in the booth, man. Yeah.
Fuck who you a hero to. As long as me and you knew I was going 3-0 you, everybody else can witness it tonight when you sing. Ice, what's new? Nigga, you knew I was gonna skunk you. I admit, you an animal that earned your stripes, but you stink. Fuck you think I became conscious for? I had to change my energy. When I did battle rap, I used to make niggas give up their entire dreams, and that shit stained my memories. But when I elevated my consciousness on some knowledge shit, well then I couldn't tame my tendency to invoke structure in everybody around me, and that's how my friends became my enemies. But what's the remedy? Oh, y'all know his album? How My Friends Became My Enemies? I did a lot of this for the watch back, don't worry.
Yeah, no notifications.
So what's the remedy?
I've had people say they had to subscribe to my channel twice.
For the glory? I mean, a nigga can sling packs from here to Pakistan and never act as a man as long as he think like a boy.
Oh,
Let's just face it.
bruh, the algorithms are not in our favor. You already know this, dude. They are not in our favor for the content. They can't block the content, but they not gonna put the content to the top. Can't have that shit. I had 2 people ever come in here and was like, yo, I don't know why YouTube suggested this for me, but it's pretty cool. Like, other than that, like, this shit don't get suggested, it don't get pushed to the top unless you follow. And then, like, they say sometimes you don't get notifications for that shit or nothing. Like, what the fuck, yo? Oh, yeah, we definitely, we're on the blacklist. You know what I'm saying? On the blacklist because we talk too blackish. And I paint all this black shit. Even the colors, black. Shit.
Us was designed to find greatness, and the others is just going to abide by the matrix. But it's always the ones that embrace it. They ain't shit that say shit like, well, you know, every king got a story. He got another album called Every King Got a Story. Well, what's your story, King? Why I gotta put up with this abrasive demeanor?
Yo, I hope he ropes us into like you don't know his albums, that's why you're not reacting, because that would be pretty
That shit is fire.
Yeah,
No,
because
this
like
shit is all
where it's
fire.
like, oh, you didn't know his album's called that, and I think that's if he doesn't use it, I forget if he uses it, but I feel like that would have been a missed opportunity, you know.
Yeah.
He got another album called Every King Got a
He
Story.
cooking so far.
Yeah. I like this rap.
Well, what's your story, King? Why I gotta put up with this abrasive demeanor? Now I get it. You ain't really got the juice in Harlem because you out there mixing with them nutcrackers, because without smacking nigga, you just ace at the cleaners.
Yeah, I seen where he dropped the ball and he started freestyling and then he caught it. He dropped it after the school shit. And
Yeah.
He dropped it.
Yeah.
I seen it. It was kind of, it was his body language. He was like, he dropped it. And then he got back, oh, I got it. Boom, boom, I'm back
It was
confident.
a great recovery.
Yeah, very great recovery.
But the juice in Harlem and the nutcracker? Oh, nigga, come on. Harlem, what's up? Why I gotta put up with this abrasive demeanor? Cause he ain't really got the juice in Harlem cause he out there mixing with that nutcracker, cause without smack, this nigga just ace at the cleaners. Imagine me up here talking all this gangster shit about how I'm banging my sip.
I mean, at the same time, too, like, I still haven't monetized my channel. I think you'll get... I think the YouTube algorithm will push you to the top if your channel is monetized. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers before you monetize your channel. And then that's how you get the commercials and advertisements in your stream. But if you're not, if your videos aren't getting like 500,000 or 1.2 million views, like you're not really making money off of YouTube like that. Like you got to be one of those video game streamers. You got to be one of those fucking uh, pop icon superstars. You know what I'm saying? Before you fucking really see any kind of change off of fucking YouTube monetization. But and then with this new shit too, like just because there's so much weird shit that young kids are having access to, that's why they revamp their whole community guidelines all over again. And when you look at it, it's to the point where you have to say if your channel is kid friendly, are you making this content geared towards children? And if you are, well, if you're not, it's some kind of clause where you won't be notified, or subscribers to your channel won't be notified of certain things if you're not creating certain kind of content. I gotta read that shit over again, yo, but it was some weird ass wording in that shit where it said that some channels, depending on what you're making and how you categorize your content, uh, if viewers will see your stuff first. I play games too. Yeah, 12. That's not bad, bro. 1250. We probably like right at around the same mark. But yeah, I say if you do it, you'll have fucking. Oh no, I got 180. Well, I got 1,080 subscribers. But I say, soon as you break 1,000, you can do it. But like, is it even worth it? You know what I'm saying? Is it really worth it to do that shit? So I said, if I ain't got 100,000 subscribers or some shit like that, like I don't know, I don't plan on doing that shit. But it is weird how they're changing access to shit now, because I don't know, it's a fucking magnificent tool, and I think that the conspiratorial here, the powers to be really want people to stay dumb, ignorant, and deaf and blind to what they are actually doing. But allowing the public to have access to this network of connectivity and information flow, it kind of fucked up their agenda a little bit, because people are woke now. Like we can share information at a greater speed, and we can educate each other, instead of having a sanitized government implemented education. And now they're fighting to like restructure the internet where certain types of information or dissemination can't be found or can't be posted. One of the major landmarks in this shit was when they took Alex Jones social media. You agree with him, you don't agree with him, hey, whatever. But shutting down his Twitter, his YouTube, his Facebook, all his social media shit. He can still operate his .com websites, but like it's weird when your voice can be taken away like that. And we already see that they are going to restructure the way we access the internet because we know too much. 5%ers. Yo, Army, what's good? Yeah, like you said, you're not gonna make shit, yo. You gotta have fucking Chris Brown numbers or J. Cole numbers or some shit like that. But then it's weird, like these little kids the one kid who opens toys and just reviews toys, or the one little girl who makes bowls or whatever, motherfucker got 1 million views. How you get 1 million views on your video? You just opening a toy, but it's that, shit like that, motherfuckers can get it. Or motherfuckers sit there and play goddamn Fortnite. Motherfucker got 13,000 viewers on a Fortnite game. 20,000 motherfuckers watching them play Fortnite. Motherfucker making bank off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But our shit, it's a niche community, a very small community. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just rock out. I don't feel like I need to get paid for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Joe Rogan, he got sponsors and donors and all that shit, but he put all his content out for free. You know what I'm saying? He just let other motherfuckers, like, anybody can use this shit. Like, he don't feel like he need to monetize his YouTube channel, and he's the biggest podcast in the fucking world right now, and this shit ain't monetized. Like, if he did do that shit, I know that shit would be fucking in. But, so what I want to do is, this morning, I'm going to finish filling in the black on the books, trying to paint in these letters right here. Then she has 2 books on her lap, and try to fill those in. And then I'll work on her jeans. She's wearing some blue jeans, and we'll do that. So basically, like this area, just trying to get her filled in and painted in, and then I'll start working on the background on all the books on the bookshelves back there and shit. But this is the 14th or 15th installment of the Reader series. So I don't know, this painting is for me. Yeah, I can't even sit at the same table. You know what I'm saying? I get a cup of water. Excuse me. My throat is kind of dry. I feel a little parched. YouTube. Crickets. You know what I'm saying? Crickets. I prefer the 3% from 1776. Y'all know what 1776 is? Why that date is historic? Oh yeah, thanks, bro. TV show is awesome, dude. TV show is the shit. I got some more interviews lined up. I ain't gonna lie, yo, like, since I don't live in the same city anymore, it's like 30 minutes away. I just need to really make some time, because I think we can get in the studio now, because the film crew called me about they to be interviewed with my art, because we did a whole season 1 where I'm the host and no one sees my art on the TV show, but they're like, yo, we really want to show like your art on the show. And it's like, I don't, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers know my shit, yo. I'm the dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they're so adamant about like me having a segment where I'm interviewed, and they want the president of the Black Scranton Project to be the host for the show. So it'll be like this little weird flip around where, you know, she would introduce me and she would actually host my show and I would be a guest on it. But then I have some other artists who are interested in being interviewed. I just have to, you know, really call the studio, punch out a fucking time and day, get with the artist and say, hey, let's be at the studio at this time on this day and let's get this shit done, because we can do that shit. So season 2 needs to go ahead and get started, yo. You don't know much about 1776? "1776 is greater than 1984. Alright, guys. So I went to the gym this morning. I drank like 2 liters of water, and then I came home and had a protein shake. So now I'm about to break this
Nigga
seal.
Smack wouldn't have had another motherfucking event in New York. If I was from Harlem and he wasn't booking me, he'd take other Harlem niggas and gave them a check. That's that slave-like mentality in battle rap that never gained my respect. How backwards is it to already be underground, get railroaded, then run off and let the white man put a chain on your neck?
That's fucking crazy. That's like almost a battle.
His face described. What was that? Project Pat?
That's nuts.
Still typical. Let's go.
Strange angle picture, but okay.
It's typical, let's go.
We run that back. We run that back. We run that back. We run that back. Yeah. It's my first one. Let me run it back. Imagine me being up here talking all this gangster shit about how I'm banging my set. Nigga Smack wouldn't have had another event in New York if I was from Harlem and he wasn't booking me, but he be taking other Harlem niggas and gave them a check. That's that slave-like mentality in battle rap that never gained my respect. How backwards is it to already be underground, get railroaded, then run off and let the white man put the chain on your neck, nigga?
That was a great year. Even better book, though. George Orwell. So, 1776 was the year the United States of America was incorporated. With the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So being independent is greater than being an Orwellian slave to the system. You know? Yeah, there's a lot of wordplay in this shit, yo. A lot of wordplay. The numbers, you know what I'm saying? Even the 3 dots. Figure that shit out, man. It can be yours for the low, low price. Paint myself a lot, yo. I done paint myself like 20 fucking times over the years, yo. You know what I'm saying? 2001, 9/11 was an inside job, boy. Never forget. Let's never forget. Let's never forget 9/11. Yeah. AR. Ooh. Yeah, I still got that painting. Nobody don't want to give me what I want for it, yo. The ISIS Papers, Keys to the Colors by Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. Oh, nobody want to give me what I want for it. Hey, they don't want to give me what I want for it. So, I just keep it. My house is like a private gallery now. Art everywhere. Every way, every way. Mm. Yeah, that's one of my favorite pieces, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, I just made it 11 years right now. Last year was my 10th year anniversary of being a studious painter, and so I'm a decade plus one. I always used to draw as a kid though. Like drawing was my shit forever. But I never really got into painting like early on. Literally my shit from this my high school book, yo. Because I had some badass art. You know what I'm saying? My teacher hated that shit, yo. Like, yo, I got some badass art, yo. She's like, what? No, it's bad as art. You get it? Bad as art? Never mind. Anyway, I thought I was clever. Some comic book characters I was coming up with. Like a giant minotaur type guy. I don't know. It was his head looks too small for his body for some reason. That shit's crazy. So some shit like that. And some more comic book characters. This is like 9th, 10th grade shit, yeah. This is all my old art that I have left. This is like the oldest stuff I have. Oh, Venom. That's my rap persona. Ooh. Had to be a Titan. Some old rap books. Oh shit. I'm trying to look for some hot shit now. All this shit right here, garbage, nigga. This shit is trash. This why I started painting. I'm not reading y'all none of this shit at all. What the fuck? And I kept doing it though, over and over. Torturing myself with this shit. Just like torture. The madness. Alright, I'm done with that. The horror, the shame of it all. I was so gangster. Out of every 10 niggas, only 3 of them real. So if 10 niggas get knocked, 7 gonna squeal. And 2 got a gun, but only 1 gonna kill. And you gotta have book smarts trying to make a meal. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too shabby. Wait a minute, Trap. Oh, wait a minute. I say you gotta have book smarts if you're trying to make a meal, and you need a lot of street smarts if you want to live, and you gotta have a gun if you hustle from your crib. Cause you got an old lady and a baby in the crib, and them niggas acting shady when they running around the ville. So I stay smoking weed, fuck popping them pills, cause niggas like ecstasy, Xannies, and perks. My only expectations is to see you whack niggas get murked. It's not too bad. Need a good beat for that one. Bars. Just read the first bar. This shit say it's 2006 and still hard to live your life. Whew, 2006. Wow, bro. It's back in the day. I'm drunk in the club. I snuck in the snub. We rolling on dubs. We blowing on dubs. Slap the DJ if it ain't crunk enough. Niggas throw your bowls up. Hoes show a little butt. If you ain't came to party, what the fuck you here for? Get your ass up on the floor. Get your ass up on the floor. Get your ass up out the door. Yeah, we drinking on that mo, blowing on some good green. Let me know you want some more. Plus I got my hood team. What the fuck you looking for? Never. What the fuck you looking for? Never fuck a bitch raw. Never trust a dirty broad. I ain't trying to play no games. I ain't trying to say no names. Strapped with a Coleman, strapped with a Trojan. Find 'em, fuck 'em, and flee 'em. And I ain't trying to play no games. Grind a gun in the genius. As soon as we get on the stage, Groupies in the crowd saying they want to give us brain. From the AM to the PM, we fucking these Europeans and pretty Filipinos and bitches from Puerto Rico saying Papi Chulo too is Mandigo when I stay popping top just like a can of Pringles. I think I recorded this one right here, yo. Oh, y'all got me in the fucking pad. Let me put this shit down. What I was gonna do? I was showing some old art shit. Still thinking about bringing some of these designs, some of these shits, man. Some old t-shirt designs and shit. Saucy. Saucy. So that was the name of the clothing line these dudes came out with, yo. They were some older cats than I was, and they just wanted me to do some fucking designs and shit for them, man. Wound up making some t-shirts off of my shit back in the day, too. I ain't get paid for that shit, though. Never again. Oh, my sketch pad was whack as fuck, yo. Always on some alien shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? Why the alien got Japanese on it? It's a Japanese alien? Oh my god, this dude retarded. The profile look hot as shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker look like the Silver Surfer a little bit. Wait a minute. Why everybody got all these swords and floating and shit, man? What the fuck was I on back in the day? Y'all must have been high as shit, boy. This bitch just floating in the air. What she got at? A motorcycle helmet? What the fuck? Some weird shit, dude. Some weird shit, yo. You know? Some more swords. This nigga wanted to be a samurai. Dude got a big ass dragon sword. Sword got a microphone on it. You a rapping ninja? This nigga got the ninja socks. More swords and shit. Oh my god. I don't know, man. Yeah, your boy just used to like knives and shit. What the hell? Saucy. That shit would have been hard on the t-shirt, I think. The dragon blade. Anyway. Shit look corny as fuck now. Saucy. Some hoodie ideas. Ooh. Copying some shit from the comic books. A doodle. Oh, yeah, I didn't draw a lot of guns. My shit was knives and pointy shit that can poke you. Awesome. What the fuck kind of brass knuckles is this? Oh my god. Yeah, you hold that shit right there like shh, and punch a nigga with some flame blades. I don't know what the hell. Little cartoon dog. Oh, there's a gun. He's got a gun, but it's a cartoon boat, and he's smoking a cigar. It's a weird bulldog gangster. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on here. Ooh, first time at some realistic drawing shit. Not too shabby. Gundam Wing. Y'all don't know about that shit. I was gonna do Dragon Ball Z versus Gundam Wing. You know about that Gundam. Oh shit, we got some more guns, yo. Money stacks. Shoot. Why the money got guns? I don't. Okay, this is weird. And he's wearing Nikes. Let's not do that. It's a horse. Of course. And oh, a little white girl got a fat butt. And she got some kind of powers. I don't know what's going on here. She's holding a cross. Oh, I kind of remember this, yo. This wasn't even my idea, yo. Somebody gave me a concept for a comic book character. And she had this cross that had a piece of... Well, she had a medallion that was a cross, but inside of it was a piece of the cross that Jesus was crucified on, like a little piece of wood or something. And I don't know, she had some weird powers, some shit. The dreadhead, some more clothing designs. It's a horse, I guess. More clothing designs. More shit like that. On there. Oh, this was actually my gun. Yeah, that was my Taurus. 4-4 Taurus. Snubby with the shaved hammer. That shit ain't even had no hammer on it, yo. All you gotta do is pull that bitch, yo. Like most revolvers, you gotta pull the hammer back. Not on this bitch. Wham, wham. But that shit was a fuck too, boy. Oh, see, this the other part. Where'd the girl go? Alright, yeah, so in her hand is that little cross thing, and it's like there's a glass sphere inside of it that had a shard of wood, and so this was that up close. So this was an up close version of that, and so it's like, I don't know, this little, and he said, he was like, oh, it's the wood that Jesus was sacrificed on. I'm like, really? Alright, I'll try to come up with something like that. So that shit is hot though. That was a good little concept sketch for that. Yeah, and then somehow she had some kind of traumatic experience. I don't know if I can't remember how the story goes, but she was about to get raped or something happened, and she realized like some power started to happen to her or something, and her necklace started to glow, and she was like one of the descendants of Christ. It was on like some holy blood, holy grail type shit, yo. Oh, first time with some color pencils. Shit looks horrible. Nigga couldn't color for shit. Cool little character though. I don't know where I was going with that, but you know, it looks pretty cool. Alright, whoever that guy is. I don't think I drew that. I think I let somebody else. That's not my drawing. Major wars, world-changing events. So you got gun violence, you got cemeteries and some pyramids that's inside of the bigger pyramid, and some Islamic shit with a plane flying in the buildings and TV programs and astral signs and spaceships and Statue of Liberty. I don't know what the fuck is going on there, bro. Wow. Aliens. Who built the pyramids? Aliens. When you can't figure it out, aliens. This bitch need a haircut. Half a face. Ooh, y'all don't know what that is. I was gonna draw the cover of this NBA Street. And I don't remember that game. Okay, how I want to set up my living room. Nice. Some logos. I don't know what the fuck. Practicing some faces. And some more clothing concepts. My little cousin Chase. Let me find out I got one of Chase's old drawings. Oh shit. I ain't even realized that shit, yo. Motherfucking, I'm in here drawing some clothes. He wanted to draw some clothes too. I'm gonna make a tank top with a cross on the front. Yeah, my little cousin Chase. Damn. Some comic book panels. Some old English calligraphy. Anyway, y'all get the point, man. I've been doing this shit for years, man. I've been doing this shit since I can remember how to do it. Ugh. My badass art. There's part 2 to that. I'll let y'all see that next time. We gonna get some of this little simple shit done on this canvas real quick. While we up in here at it. Oi. I need a snack now, because I done talk myself till my mouth is dry. Reading them old ass lyrics. Shit is whack, son. You is not a rapper. Stop it. It's fun as hell though, man. Writing lyrics, that shit was fun. Like fun. Making music is fun as shit. Freestyling, all that shit is fun as hell. Just not that good at it, you know? There's just certain shit people not good at, you know? You gotta just deal with it. I'm not a really good rapper. I'm mediocre at best. I'm like subpar. But still better than a lot of other people. But I know that I'm better at painting. So I'm gonna do what I'm better at. But that only makes sense to me.
Entire game, I'm a threat. They try to take daylight and give me a chemtrail and think I wouldn't notice the skies. But when you watching Kim...
Don't go kissing.
Look at him, emotional.
It's like a cheat code battle. You can just say that whenever anybody's doing anything, and people would cheer you.
Yeah. I said they took daylight from me and gave me a chemtrail and thought I wouldn't notice the skies. But when you watching chemtrails in the broad daylight, when you gotta notice the skies, fuck it.
How this nigga rapping about chemtrails?
$1 versus daylight, third round. Do anybody know the disguise? See, that's the type of question a nigga who can really scheme match right before he pull a wool over your eyes.
mask, wool.
Ski mask, wool over your eyes, don't worry about it. It ain't gonna be no surprise once he peep what this come about. I told my little niggas don't take no main streets out here, just in case we gotta get this shit.
Yeah.
Because when I said flow right and flow right, that was an obvious split, but niggas could have missed this shit. I could have said when fluoride accumulates in the pineal, it hardens into a phosphate crystal that blocks thin gas known as your synapse that block neuron receptors from corresponding with your epiphysis, but that would have been fucking ridiculous. Look, Ice, I'm not up here to sound like a physicist. I'm just saying when it comes to your third eye, navigating you through the rough shit in life, I don't know a physicist, nigga. Y'all niggas say shit like, fuck what you read. I leave you peeled if what's in my palm blue and that'll glitch your matrix. Nigga, that shit's so basic. Sometimes I overcomplicate the entire bar just to anticipate that the punch just don't make it. Cause if I do an arm bar, man, that shit gonna get so... Cause if I do an arm bar, that shit gonna get so flagrant, I'ma send the entire crowd on a sub mission and you'll literally have to wait for the break to find out where the dislocated time, nigga.
All right. Make some noise for Los, y'all. But the rest of the round was really bad.
Was Ice good this battle?
Yeah, he's decent. Yeah, I mean,
I think Ice is like always Ice.
yeah, okay. Well
Ice
then,
nice.
yes,
Yeah.
he's dope.
Say, yo, what's shaking, champ? Hold it down.
All right, so I don't know. Already off cuff, I'm like kind of like more like Ice's charisma is gonna carry me farther than fucking King Los's lyrical miracles.
I say, yo, what's shaking,
That's the
champ?
whole thing. The difference
I got a
between
post
them,
for
yo.
you, it don't take a stamp. I hope you ain't high, cause the beam I plan to use, the light to show the might break the amps. What's up? I know y'all was looking to see Dave, but we pushed the clock up. It's after 12 and it ain't safe, so keep your Glocks up. You too feminine to talk violent to me. If I ever see you apart, you brought sand to the beach with seashells that turn that to Virgin Island, pussy. They said, Ice, you got lows. I said, I can't do gospel rap. They said, nah, the king. I said, I already got 2 plaques. Talk to me nice. Right. After one more description, they had to send a screenshot. I said, this ain't the type of nigga to make the rain pop. He a ring pop. Sucker for love while this bitch doing pinky drills. And scenes with Cherokee the ass, but he still thinks she will. Love him because her nickname Kiki Chill. Kiki. Nigga, she ain't riding. She ain't riding. She switched sides with Verizon. Instead of being Destiny Child surviving, he went Vince McMahon and hiding. It's all WWF. How I know? Because most of my W's come from the West. He can't even choose a side since his brother died. Even his own kind want to put 2 bullets in his chest. He a lame, but he gonna stand here and frap all this fly shit in front for us. You can't spell a West without the ES. What he done for us? That's why I removed the light to keep y'all in the dark. Cause I know y'all ain't buy a ticket to see 2 niggas stand here and argue about who Puffy fuck. So before this rainbow flag ass nigga throw a jab, take this uppercut. Yeah. You came dressed for the part, cuz. But I came to dress what you part of. Take your keys, make them jump your ride. Cause I'm short on fuse. I just spark plugs, nigga. Yeah, push start. You trade dough, let me out the ride, a good heart. But in the living room with the pound, yeah, he trade dough, let me out the ride, a good heart. But in the living room, furious with the pound. But the only pop was his dad grabbing it from him to keep him boot smart. You a dweeb, a worm. I'll hook and lake you. Give me a look like you could
Almost 400,000.
get gangster, and I'll cook your face, you nigga. I give a fuck about your style tactics. You got drive, but I can actually walk through Motor City without Cal asking. Yeah. Or be in California on a motorbike, riding through your city block that you foul hazard, nigga. I know your hood don't fuck with you. They do you dirty. That's why this is malpractice, nigga. Pay me when I win, or get a 380 to your chin. For my cash money, I'm gonna keep my baby next to Slim. Manny Fresh, and just cause you got a glitter belt don't mean you can lean on the Camry and feel how Jigga felt. Yeah, until you actually move pounds of Rockefeller, you can't even ask Kareem Biggs for help. I'm sticking with Dame. Get you a lane, or get 4 wheels put on a chair and sit with the pain. You fake ass K. Michelle, that's what you get for putting your butt on the line to get in the game, nigga. I got no remorse.
You know what's
for
like?
Battle high key butt.
Well, you know what's really funny about these 2 rounds is that Ice's like language is like so coded that a lot of it goes over my head.
Yeah.
But the thing is that's funny is that's what King Los is saying that he's doing. Like, my shit is so intellectual, none of you will get it. But we all get it.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. But Ice is almost, that is what Ice's shit is, you know? Because he speaks from...
It's less words, but it's actually more coded.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For signed artists who trapped on the label. They all sold they sold for a jeweler. Now them and their career underwater like the lost city of Cuba. Nigga. That's why I laugh when they come try to borrow a bag, because we built this shit brick by brick like Joaquin Guzman. Fuck a cop. I hope
The
this
people
out
he's
get in touch
talking
with the
about,
operator.
I know the names he's talking about, and he's talking some shit.
Yeah.
But once again, he's in a bag where they don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I also think when he finishes a bar and he kind of like, you know, just pauses a little bit instead of just going to the next one, because he's kind of, I think he might be anticipating crowd reaction.
See, the thing is, Ice has been battling on King of the Dot, where he's champ, and you know, like, they already preset for him.
Yeah.
So if he say something, they
going
cheer
crazy no
after
matter
every
what.
line.
Yeah.
So his mind is preset to that.
Yeah.
And he thinks that that's going to happen here, and it's not.
Mm.
Now, I believe if Los would have got crazy, because it, like, depending on what the opponent does will affect your round too.
Mm-hmm.
So if Los would have took the energy somewhere else, they would have
Would've
also
been up
cheered
there.
for Ice.
Yeah. But the energy's kind of out of the room at this point.
yeah.
Like, yeah, all right.
That's why I laugh when they come try to borrow a bag, because we built this shit brick by brick like Joaquin Guzman. Fuck a cop. I hope this out get in touch with the operator. 911, what's your emergency? Ice just shot me. I need help.
I just
Still a doc can't save him, nigga. Murder one. You met Lust, but this the word I want. Lola Monroe. That's still your boo? Because I'm looking to fuck her. And I ain't never second guessed my third eye once, nigga. Yeah. Seeing is believing. I don't call it even until you bleeding. These type of blood clots ain't a Jamaican nigga beefing over reefer, nigga. What you say? Come on. You want to play? Well, after these bullets, you get a cutthroat the Lennox way. No bitches needed. No cars used in my drive-by, just different sneakers. I fuck boots up, showing niggas the crew tough. Don't get between us. Cause just as cool as you think we is, your body'll be when it hit the freezer, nigga. I murder everybody.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
crazy.
fire,
Yeah.
but the energy already gone.
Yeah, it's
they don't
gone.
have
You
it.
can't get it
Be
back.
when it hit the freezer, nigga. I murder everybody in your listening party. It won't jam cause I master J like Kanye recorded. Yeah, as I'm putting shit out, I pray every wing stop don't got an agent on it. Cause I'm hitting every shot before the game like Paul George. We about to have a great performance, yeah. The wolf was bathing after I got the ape up off me. Yeah, I never felt disrespected because I got my, cause he apologized before I got the wake up coffee. I still got the message. Ice, can I take you to breakfast? Cause you know he should be dying, cause he know I should be leaving him breathless. But he lived to see another day. Anthony Haynes on death row in Texas. Yo, Los, I raise niggas with the ink in this utensil. I don't just speak on instrumentals. I'm actually part of the shit that happened before the D can speak on what he been through. Yeah, you looking for street clout, but with jeans with the knees out, that's not accepted. Yeah. So don't blame nobody but yourself if body more don't respect your demands, even if you got a weapon. I've been all through MD. Even survived the shootout with only 9 bullets, and by the time I got home, I was only 1 shell case away from being empty. God is good. The transaction came from inside your hood. It was some niggas in the middle with their motor running. One negative and positive nigga putting the battery in everybody else back who didn't notice nothing. I told my wolf, keep the lights on. This could get hazardous. Don't even blink, because we need to see all you coming. Come to find out they're a used car lot. They ain't got the legit riders for this drive, because we murdered all the owners of them. Yeah. At least we spared the kids in some of the cars we saw some in. Cause this iron putting red shit in your baby mouth ain't a teaspoon of real disgusting, nigga. It gets so disgusting, nigga. That ski was to show Los. If I decide to smoke him and turn into a cloud surfer, I'll fuck around and get killed for time, man.
Ice looked very bad without people on his side. Normally he's the big dog. It's like big dog in the house.
Yeah.
Root for big dog.
Yeah.
Most of the shit's over here.
But even don't get me wrong, Ice cooking. But by him not getting the love that he get, it's fucking with him.
Yeah.
I've never seen
And he's
Ice stumble.
stumbling, yeah, for
I've
sure.
never seen Ice stumble or look unconfident. Like
And he
that.
cut his round hella short. Or
Never.
not really, but he definitely was like, time, whatever.
I've
you know?
never seen Ice look like jittery like that.
Yeah.
Never, out of all the years I've seen him battle, I've never seen him look jittery like
Yeah.
that. I think it's more of like, damn, they not in his. I could tell he's subconsciously in his head like, damn, they really not rocking.
Yeah.
They not.
That's true. That's true.
Wow.
And it'll fuck with you hard.
It's kind of wild.
Now I pride myself in knowing a lot of shit. But in my constant pursuit to obtain more and more, for the life of me, I still can't fathom what ARP would book a superhuman versus mortal for. Maybe I'm disconnected, but baby, I'm disrespected to my royal core. I mean, I'm like a lion that hunt raw flesh, whose metaphors more or less can make the floor stretch into a vortex that opens out into a portal door. Imagine this nigga being levels of...
I was gonna fire. I fuck with that.
Let's go.
All right. Now, it's two ways to analyze that. Right? So, from a rap's perspective, that's fire. In the battle rap world, that's booty.
Yeah, word.
You get,
Yeah.
and I'm only saying this because I come from both worlds.
Yeah.
If that was like on a record,
Yeah. You're like, dope.
that's fire.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
In the battle rap world, that's butt.
Yep.
It's wild, bro.
Love me if we going to war. The only way this mortal can combat me having the upper hand on these punches is me knocking his ass from floor to floor. Y'all niggas act like y'all never watched Floyd before. This ain't even deep shit. He gonna reach quick. I'ma peep the weakness in his defense and expose the holes for you. I mean, you gotta take notes to perform way better than Norm, because the only way he may weather the storm is if I show the road to you. Once I show the glow to him, he gonna end up making out worse. My fans was mad I got ice. I said, chill. I think the way nature plays it out works. Never be surprised when you give daylight to a skilled marksman. Anthony get taken out first. Hi, Anthony.
But
Wait.
Plays it out works. Never be surprised when you give daylight to a skilled marksman. Anthony get taken out first. Hi, Anthony. Oh, y'all. I can't even imagine how this hurts.
hold on. This round y'all said was better?
Yeah, he
It
gets
gets better?
progressively
Okay.
better.
I mean, I'm a king. I'm a god. I'm esoteric. He more like a Steve or a Rob or just an Eric. Like, I do my thing. I'm large. I was just in Paris. But this entire scene is odd and I'm just embarrassed. Excuse me if I'm not encouraged, but I'm better than this nigga in every way imaginable. Lyrics, flow, career, conviction, delivery. We can even add my fame on it. But let's be clear. We're talking about a nigga who got the juice for housing niggas versus this housing nigga that still got to write his name on it. And got no shame. Ain't got no shame doing it. You know it's ice. You know I rap this street shit like I'm halfway in, but
Wait. So what I want to do before, because I don't want y'all to think we like just shitting on Los. So what I want to do is clarify something. I want to give Los maximum a round of applause and respect for even being able to do this in such a short time, right? You
Yeah.
got to think his whole career as an MC is on the line. So, being having to switch up, like within what was like a couple of weeks in advance,
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 weeks.
having to switch up and jump in. But he's a very good freestyler. But evidently he's not freestyling. He's writing. This is written material.
Yep.
But being able to be able to like, all right, I'm not gonna really have enough time to get full 3 ones out. I'm gonna get that day one out, and then I'm gonna jump into 2 more. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like, I most definitely give respect.
That is
Max
impressive.
respect for that. It's extremely impressive. And like I tell everybody, and to this day I say, Los is probably Los. If not, Los is the greatest like freestyler ever. Ever. Like, I've seen him do the impossible.
Yeah.
Like, off the top. Like,
Yeah.
and he goes through these little things where his eyes be twitching fast, and I can tell his computer is processing. Like, it's processing, like, dummy fast. Like, I-20, I-20, 30 core. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like Red Rocket cards.
Yeah.
Hey, what was the Skyrim reference? I didn't catch it.
I didn't get it either.
Somebody said that. I didn't catch
Name on
it.
it. Ain't got no shame. Ain't got no shame doing it. You know it's ice. You know I rap this street shit like I'm halfway in, but I'm halfway out. And what makes me mad is this nigga got the audacity to use this platform to perpetuate ignorance instead of showing y'all niggas how he actually used it as a pathway out. Nigga, for the last 20 years, you've been rapping like you.
What I think where Los, not where he went wrong, but what I think he wasn't thinking. Battle rap is a place where you get to the point fast. Los is, and in Los world, since he has time, in the rap world, you got time. You got you can go through 8 bars before something crazy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what he does, like per bar. It's like I could pack all this shit in before I get to the punch.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's a rapper thing.
Yeah.
It works in the rap world, but in our world, it's like, bro, you could have took some of those words out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like where is this
like,
going? People lose their attention span.
Their attention span is like that. You feel me? So like you gotta hit that punch, like boom, and jump to the next one. So I think like some of the shit is fire. Like a lot of the shit is fire. It's just an extra word or two in between.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. That's a really good point.
That niggas how he actually used it as a pathway out. Nigga, for the last 20 years, you've been rapping like you just came home. Well, how the long? For the last 20 years, he been rapping like he just came home. Well, how the fuck long does that play out? Then it dawned on me. Him and his girl been splitting rent at that bum-ass apartment so long, no wonder he still rap like he in a halfway house, nigga. No wonder he still rap like he in a halfway house. Ashtray mouth. This nigga scared to let the good reflect him. He figured if he look dirty and give me dirty looks, it's gonna make the hood accept him. No wonder he's standing up here looking like a broke-ass Kevin Garnett. That's that bullshit perception. The difference between a nigga who could have went to the NBA, but would rather pretend to be a Minnesota Wolves and respect him.
You with the battle rap, bro? Shut up, man. Nigga come. Shut up.
Dick Ian arms over there. See him? Dick Ian.
Dick Ian.
Ice, Dick Ian.
Ice.
See him? Dick Ian.
Ice.
Watch back. Yo. It's back? No wonder you stand up here looking like a broke-ass Kevin Garnett. See, that's that bullshit perception of a nigga who could have went to the NBA versus a nigga who'd rather pretend to be a Minnesota Wolves and respect him. Well, nigga, welcome to your full interjection. I mean, I expected Slim to be shady, but I know how to deal with the boy. See, after Math went on Champion, it put battle rap in the scope of whether or not these niggas really do build or destroy.
Okay, let's go. Heat up.
I'm trying to make him about him.
Let's go.
I said I expected Slim to be shady, but I know how to deal with the boy. Because after Math went on Champion, it put battle rap in the scope of whether or not you niggas really do build or destroy. Y'all let the white man turn this sport as a fast food, knowing this is something that children enjoy. No wonder they let us beef over bread, because for the cheese, one of these clown-ass niggas would be happy to give me the meal with the toy. I get it. But it's been a long time since I've been a little boy, so after the night, you can have it back. But first, I got a gun so big, it only exists in battle rap. That ain't
I remember that was the line I walked away from this battle. That's fucking awesome.
If you'd have had that type of shit for this,
Yeah.
he'd have been good. Like
Yeah.
I think he should have switched up for Ice, right? Like he could have had more simpler shit like that
Yep.
and really wash.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Because he didn't
That's
have
the correct approach for Ice.
Yeah, for Ice, like it should have just been one-liners,
Yep.
1 or 2 liners. Like
Yep.
you didn't have
Conscious.
to out rap Ice because everybody knows that already.
Yeah.
It should have just been 1 or 2 one-liners like that. Like he should have just did cliche battle rap shit, like headshot. Like he should have just
Yeah, really, honestly.
cliche battle rap. Like,
Yeah, for real. That is good. The DJ getting the roll, I guess.
But I ain't even mad at that. It's the savage acts of self-hatred that make us disconnect. Niggas be running around talking this battle rap shit like they some gang and the industry niggas is just the fakest in the set. How so? When I sit up here time after time and watch you pardon your back, shrug your shoulders, and show your own brothers blatant disrespect. See, when it comes to real niggas, we live by a different creed, and that ain't something they can just accept. I wish one of these industry niggas would turn their back on me. I'll break the nigga now.
Okay. All right.
Talk,
Yeah.
talk that. Go back on your statement, shit. Talk,
For real.
Turn their back on me. I'll break the nigga now.
talk.
Then Matt said I was taking niggas' checks and battle rappers should be upset. But if you believe that, y'all all cowards. I brought Puff to Summer Madness too. That strategic move alone spiked the entire culture and put up with a lot of you niggas' star power.
Hold it down.
Let me cook.
Nigga ain't even that loud, bro. Chill.
Yeah.
It's about 2
let's
people
go.
clapping.
Let's
A
go.
lot of you niggas' star power.
Dude, he's pointing to people that aren't doing anything.
Yo, I'm done, bro. Yo, I'm done.
You only pointed at 2 people that are doing nothing.
That was, bro, they were like,
Proceed.
Run that back. Run
run that back. Yo, Rose cold for that, bro.
Too. That strategic move alone spiked the entire culture and put up with a lot of you niggas' star power.
What the fuck? Literally, nobody's doing anything over there. He pointed at Lawrence from RB that's just watching the battle.
And put up with a lot of you niggas' star power.
The cheek goes now.
Let me cook. Listen, if y'all believe that, y'all all cowards. I brought Puff to Summer Madness too. That strategic move alone spiked the entire culture and added to a lot of you niggas' star power.
Talk.
Round 2. A-Verb versus T-Rex. I gassed Puff to throw them niggas 10K. Now, what did we learn from the assessment? Except for what I did for battle rap, times my lyrical attribute in rap for the last 10 years have been permanently respected. How the fuck did you think I'm taking plates out of niggas' mouths instead of coming back with my return on the investment, nigga?
What? What kind of, okay, his angle is he told some other guy to give battle rappers money, and then also he's been killing it with his records, so that's why battle rap owes him, right? Is that what he's saying? Or it's only right that he comes back to battle rap because he invested with Diddy giving Verb and Rex 10K.
I don't know, man, but this is battle rap, bro. If it sounds good, it hits, bro.
Word, I know, but I'm just like trying to follow where his mind's going.
He's saying that he come back because he helped with battle rap, but not only did he help with battle rap, like he helped with holding on to lyricism in the music industry too.
Okay, yeah.
Which he has.
Yeah.
Which he has. So,
Yeah.
it's a lot of ways you can look at it. It's only right that he come back and fight for the bread. It's only right that he get paid what he deserves because he's been fighting for us Right? As the battle rappers in the battle rap, he's been fighting for the battle rappers in the industry.
Okay.
I feel like it sound good, but it's like
No, it's a lot of
somebody
ways.
else putting up money. How you get a return on investment?
It's a lot because he brought him, bro.
You might get a finder.
He brought him, bro. He brought him, bro.
All right.
If you done rap for the last 10 years and been permanently respected, how the fuck did you think I'm taking plates out of niggas' mouths instead of coming back with my return on the investment, nigga?
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, that was the second. It was the second round.
He beat it up a little bit.
Yeah. It definitely miles ahead of his first,
hit.
for sure.
That shit was cute. That shit was
I
cute.
got better this time. He was like,
Put on some G shit low, put on some G shit. That shit was cute. Shit was cute. But put on some G shit low in the streets, I think you did about this amount of dirt. No shit. Even in your daydreams, you wear lipstick, blouse, and skirts. So I'm not surprised when you wake up and just put your high heels on and go whistle while you work. You fucking prostitute.
that shit is, that's ice, bro. That's vintage ice
Fucking
right
prostitute. Oh my god, alright.
You fucking prostitute. You a girl in a boy body, nigga. When I trap, I got girl and boy by me. And won't hesitate to make a sale with your girl or boy by me, nigga. Or contemplate the squeeze and do time in jail for your girl or boy body, nigga.
That's fire.
I grab Los by the collar during a robbery and make him up it faster. String him along, he can't speak until I make him puppet master.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire.
These second rounds.
You see how the energy switch? Lost energy goes up, ice energy goes up.
You're right, you're totally right.
Let me see what's up with this fucking coronavirus real quick, guys. You gotta check this shit, yo, in the morning and in the evening, man. They be new developments constantly. Let's go straight to agenda free.
And then you have to find them and see if any of them are sick. And then if they're sick, you got to figure out who they've come into contact with. Now, if China has spent the last 6 weeks basically covering this up and not tracing anyone, remember a week ago it was 60 official patients. 60 official patients a week ago. There might be thousands of people that they just never traced. And if you don't trace those thousands of people with it, you're not tracing the people they came into contact with. That's the point that Ian MacKaye is making here. He's saying you can have thousands and thousands of people with it and who have come into contact with people with it, who were on a plane and a train with people with it, and you don't even know who to follow now. You have no idea who's been sitting next to somebody on a plane who had it or who had it. If that's the case, you can't contain it because you don't know who to quarantine. Are you going to make everybody sit in their room in the country and not go out ever? That's what he's saying. He's saying it might be too late because if you didn't pay attention and you weren't keeping records the last 6 weeks of everybody who had it, then you have no idea where it is now. They just, a week ago in Wuhan, they had a big banquet with 10,000 families. They just had their biggest travel week of the year. And for the vast majority of the week, there were no travel restrictions whatsoever. You think they know who was on a plane next to who? And it's like just crazy. Hey, thank you, Becky Scarlett. And thank you, Tanya Brown. Oh, Tanya says the BNO map's not available. He might be updating the BNO map. I'm guessing it'll. I know he's working on it, so I'm thinking BNO should be back soon. They might have absolutely no idea. There might be no records, no good records of everyone who's had it and who they've come into contact with. And then it's like, what do you do?
This might be the big one, guys. This might be that super flu right here, bro.
Dr. Krutika Kupali says, so now we have over 1,000 cases and 41 deaths officially from all over Asia, China, Taiwan, Thailand, South Korea, Japan, Macau, Nepal, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Europe, France, Australia, and United States, Seattle, and Chicago. Is this a pandemic yet? What about a WHO public health emergency declaration? Thoughts? Remember, the WHO has a couple days ago said this was an emergency in China, but it was not yet a public health emergency of international concern.
Mm-hmm. But now they're saying what? It is a global pandemic, and it's
only getting worse.
Concern.
And you won't have to wait long for it to get worse.
Shit is fucked up.
The death toll in the Turkey earthquake, by the way, is 18 people.
Turkey had an earthquake?
Hundreds injured. That was earlier today. Thank you. Way too much info.
On our way to hell in the handbasket.
Everything. What has been reaction on Chinese social media? Well, we were reading an article earlier in the broadcast talking about how a lot of people on Chinese social media have been complaining about the government, but there's been heavy censorship. There's heavy censorship on Chinese social media. So I've been reading both of those things. Complaining, but heavy censorship. All right, hang on a second. See, look, I don't know if this is true. I wouldn't be surprised. Volunteers from California donated $50,000 worth of masks and other material to besieged Wuhan people. However, these materials were stopped at Shanghai Customs. The reason was we don't accept things from foreign forces. I don't know if that's true, but I don't think there's any kind of easy way to donate stuff from there. I wouldn't be... they're not letting, like, Western organizations come in there and start poking around. They do not want that to happen. Oh, look. Is this Hong Kong? Yes, this is in Hong Kong. Alvin L. reports, Tuen Mun Hospital in Hong Kong did not turn on the negative pressure for 3 to 4 hours when putting the third confirmed patient in isolation. That could put doctors and staffs at risk. HA apologized for the handling.
Yo, there's gonna be some crazy ass.
R. Dabu says, I think it is worth sharing
again?
influenza statistics for context. Last flu season in U.S. alone, there were 35 million cases and 34,000 deaths. Fair enough that flu kills a lot of people, but the flu itself is not nearly as lethal as, well, it was not nearly as lethal as SARS is or MERS was. So, you know,
I don't know why the comments
this
keep
could
going
certainly
out,
be a lot worse than the flu is. Not just what this is now, what is it? What has the potential to be? SARS killed about 10% of people diagnosed with it. SARS and MERS are both human coronaviruses. There are 7 human coronaviruses that humans can get. 4 of them are more common and give you things like a cold. 3 of them are less common and affect the lower respiratory tract. SARS, MERS, and this one. SARS killed about 10% of people who had it. It only affected 8,000 people. MERS killed over 800 people, about a third of the people who got it. But it only infected about 2,400 people. So I'm not minimizing the flu. Of course, the flu has a lot of really bad consequences. But we're potentially talking about something that's much more lethal than the flu. Not nearly as many people have it now that have the flu. There's a worry that it could just grow and grow and grow. That's the worry. If no more people, if 1,300 cases were all you're going to get about this, it wouldn't be worth as much attention as it's getting. But that's the idea, is that more and more people keep getting it, and it's it's way more lethal than the flu. Now, also, as Dom C says, there's no vaccine for this. Now, there can be strains of the flu, though. I think there's strains of the flu that you can get even if you have the vaccine. But the point is that this could be much worse. That's not to minimize the cost of the flu. Hold on a second. Hey, thank you, by the way. Thank you, though. Thank you for your support, RRW. Thank you, RW. Thank you, Karch Caprilius. So Karch says the only positive information I saw today is that some people got cured. When you see cured, that means left the hospital. Nobody gets cured by medicine. The word cured is like a translation you sometimes see, like if in a Chinese outlet will use the word cured. What they mean is left the hospital. Nobody gets cured. In the sense that cure to me means when you give someone something and it gets rid of the disease. That doesn't have, there's no medicine for this. There's also no vaccine to prevent you from getting it. So when you hear cured, all that means is somebody got better and they left the hospital. And there's actually a very small number of people. When you look at the numbers, it's quite a small number. I actually retweeted somebody who talked about this, and they said that was worrying them. And I thought that was a good point. I'll show you right here. This is from Ronan Kelly. He said, the worrying aspect from my point of view is a small number of cured cases. Wuhan seems to be reporting rapidly increasing cases and deaths, but very few people actually get out of the hospital, which I agree with. If you have comments, questions, updates, write to me on Twitter @Lookner. Our viewer Ol says, I think WHO states global emergency if transmission occurs from infected persons to healthy persons outside China and in many numbers in one region. I mean, I don't know the specifics. I know that some experts I had read had said that that this had met all the requirements for WHO public health international emergency. I should just look it up is what I should do. Maybe I'll do that. Thank you, Ol. I appreciate it, Ol. Ol is at the wheelchair from Canada. Something for me to look up. Thank you, Roller Stick Painter, as well, from Australia. public health emergency of international concern. Definition. The criteria include a list of diseases, blah, 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 blah. PHEIC is a formal declaration by the WHO of an extraordinary event which is determined to constitute a public health risk to other states through the international spread of disease and to potentially require a coordinated international response. Formulated when a situation that is serious, sudden, unusual, or unexpected, which carries implications for the public health beyond the affected state's national border and may require immediate international action. I don't know exactly how, I don't know what the exact criteria is. Maybe it is that, and it's just how you interpret it. But they were split, supposedly, on whether to declare it already, and they didn't. But they very well might. But they haven't yet. They said it was an emergency in China, but not an international one yet, the WHO. Personally, I think China's probably pressuring the WHO to not do it. Thank you, Brian R., for your support, Brian R. Thank you. But I wouldn't be surprised if this coming week you hear the WHO declare it an international emergency. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Thank you to Damien Kahn. Oh, I thanked Damien already for the Facebook stars. Okay, let's see here. Malaysia. Breaking news. Malaysia reports first 3 new cases of the virus. So it spreads further. 3 cases in Malaysia now. It keeps spreading. I don't even know what the numbers are now. What's the number? Have they updated their site yet? I might have to message them. I want to see if they're going to update their timeline, their numbers. Oh, here we go. So I think my 41 dead and 1307 cases is not exactly right now because we just heard about 3 new cases in Malaysia. But I'll see if I can get you some more numbers before I change it. Oh, here, I'm sorry. I just noticed this. BNO is having technical difficulties. Here we go. Just saw this. They're having some technical difficulties at BNO updating their tracker. I got it. I got to message Michael. Oops, just saw your message. So BNO is updating their tracker. But it's higher than here because of the So we have 3 cases in Malaysia. I think I should just update it. I think I should update it to 1310. Gideon says, I'm reading at the stage Wuhan flu. Well, now Wuhan flu, this is you get pneumonia from this. This is a virus which gives you pneumonia. Gives you viral pneumonia. It's less lethal than seasonal flu. Now, I don't know the lethality. I assume it's more lethal. Because, if you just look at the official numbers, it seems like it's at least 2 or 3%. It's not the case that 2 or 3% of the people get the flu die, I don't believe. But they don't know the exact death rate. They don't know the exact death rate of this yet. It's just, we don't know how many people currently sick might die. We don't know if there are people out there who have mild cases who haven't been tested yet. We don't know for the last 6 weeks who's had it, and they just weren't keeping records or refusing to test people. So they just don't know about the details. It would seem, though, that it would be more lethal than the seasonal flu. There's no way that 2 or 3, that of all the people, and think of how many people get the seasonal flu in the U.S., I don't think 2% of the people are dying from it. Hey, thank you, Krakatoa, for your support. That's really nice of you, Krakatoa. Thank you, Krakatoa. Thank you also, MV Masson. MV Masson. If you just look at, if you literally just look at the numbers, and you,
I'll be right back,
it's like
guys.
a 3%. But you can't really go off the numbers right now. 1,300 people roughly. Okay, 1,300 people got it, and 41 people have died, which is roughly 3% death rate. But you can't use that. It could be a quite different death rate. Thank you, Gideon UK, for writing in. Minher says, if you want to know how this ends, watch Contagion. Thank you, Minher, for your support. Thank you, Soldier of Science. Soldier of Science says, it's interesting that China has had both a massive kill-off of pigs from the swine flu and now this virus, which they are saying might come from bats and snakes. Yeah, it's not clear where this came from. I've seen bats and snakes mentioned. SARS came from bats, and then it went from bats to civets, and then it went from civets to people. So it presumably came from some sort of animal, and then mutated and made its way over to humans. Let me update, yeah, so as far as I'm aware, I'm going to go with 1,310 cases, because there's been these 3 new cases announced in Malaysia. So I'm going with 1,310. We haven't even, well, we'll just see. I'm sure there'll be more updates from China during the day. It's currently 11:50 a.m. in China on New Year's Day there. And the cases that are being reported, there could be plenty of people who just are not being tested. So Carmen Ng says the few hundred more cases confirmed than yesterday, and that's arguably only those that actually got verified by hospital resources, as some chatters on Chinese social media mention difficulty to even access treatment at certain overcrowded hospitals. So there's people who haven't even gotten to be able to be tested at a hospital, and they might have it.
All right, here I come. Here I come.
This is from the World Health Organization yesterday. They have not declared the virus a public health emergency of international concern. The director stressed it is an emergency in China, but not yet a global health emergency. The WHO is following it very closely, and the emergency committee may be reconvened at any time. Hey, thank you to We Are Awake News. Jonathan Fillon says case fatality rate is based on outcome of patients having 41 deaths, 35 released, puts us at a 53% death ratio. I mean, but look, I don't. My assumption is since the vast majority of people, not the vast, but since the majority of people are not in critical or severe condition, I have to imagine that a lot of people won't end up dying for this. I hope that's the case. So, you know. We just don't know. You have to wait and see how people turn out to figure out the death rate. But also you have to know all the cases. For all we know that the official cases are a small percentage of the number of cases out there. Well, look at this. Stuart Lau, South China Morning Post. Western diplomats in Wuhan are understood to have looked into information about Wuhan National Biosafety Laboratory, a key facility for researching Ebola and SARS, located just 20 miles south of the Wuhan seafood market, epicenter of the latest outbreak. Make of this what you will. I assume he means they're looking to see if they could have any connection to this outbreak. Stuart Lau is with South China Morning Post. And it's just going to keep spreading, and it's going to spread faster and faster, I'm telling you, every day. Yeah, this I totally agree with. This was from a few days ago, and I totally agree. Am puzzled by health officials describing the risk to Americans as low. I get not wanting folks to jump to conclusions, but it seems like the risk now is unknowable. Wouldn't saying we need more info, we're seeking it, and we'll keep you informed make more sense? I mean, I guess they could say at the present time we think it's low, but it could get more. I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows where this is going. InfFMS says, too alarmist. 3% mortality rate is the realistic number. However, it's very contagious. Estimate that 250,000 will be infected in Wuhan by February 7th. Well, no, that's one person's estimate. That's not the estimate. It's one person's estimate. Also, I don't know why 3% is... I mean, you're saying it's realistic, but SARS was 10% and MERS is 33%. So I don't know why 3 is the only realistic number, and greater than that would not be realistic. Also, this thing could mutate. Viruses mutate. Coronaviruses mutate fast. It could mutate into a strain that's more harmful to humans. We don't know if it will. Yeah, this is this paper. Now, I don't know who wrote this paper. I think one person wrote this paper, or some people. Scientists estimate 250,000 people will have been infected with the virus by February 4th. What is the paper? It's Jonathan Reed, Center for Health Informatics, Lancaster Medical School, University of Florida. So it's 3 scientists. I don't know enough to look at this study and say, oh, the people really know what they're talking about. For all I know, if I was an expert, I'd look at the study and say, oh, well, there's something that's really wrong with it, you know? So they estimate that only 1 in 20 infections are identified. They estimate that only 5.1 of infections in Wuhan have actually been identified, about 1 in 20. They say if no change in control or transmission happens, then we expect further outbreaks to occur in other Chinese cities. And infections will continue to be exported to international destinations at an increasing rate. So this could happen. I just don't know. I don't feel comfortable saying, look, this is what these people say, and they know, and they're likely right, because I don't know enough about it. So I'll keep this handy. I'm going to keep this handy. Actually, that's what I'll do. I want to sit here and start looking at one paper when I don't know anything about it and saying, oh, that's what's going to happen. All right, hang on a second here. See here. Give me 1 sec. Actually, hang on. Guys, I need to take a 1-minute break. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to take a 1-minute break, and I will be back, and we will continue our live coverage after 1 minute.
He has to go take a piss like I do. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. Don't go anywhere. Give me 1 minute. Gotta pee. Yo, guys, I'm only at 2 hours. I might be in here for another hour, but it is weird when the comments don't come up in the stream. So, what do you guys think? Should I stop the stream and start it back over to see if we can get our comments back, or should we just rock out like this for the rest of the stream?
Thanks, folks, for your patience. That was a little hard to read. Next time I'll make it easier to read. All right, we are back with our live coverage, and we are bringing you the latest on the coronavirus in China. As you can see, 41 over 1,300 cases around the world, most of them in China, but 3 new cases in Malaysia, 2 so far in the US, 3 in France, and this thing just seems to be growing and growing and getting worse and worse. So we're taking your comments on the air. You can write to me on Twitter at @Lookner. And a big thank you to all of our moderators. I really appreciate it, moderators. Amber Licious is there moderating right now. Mark Helton is moderating. Thank you, Mark. Becky Scarlett, Lamar Watkins. I know it's crowded in the chat room, so much appreciated to our moderators. Also in our Periscope chat, Linda Belk, Sharon Craig, JKD, MDMA, Fire Captain. Thank you, moderators there. Thank you also for the Super Hearts, JKD moderating. Thank you also to JD, Ghosty Girl, Connie Risinger, Deb H, Shara Goins, Timothy Cornegay, Natalie, Chris, Time on Target, Misha, Fire Captain, Tamara, Dree, Nathan for the Super Hearts. Thank you, Kimberly Peterson and Courtney Lane for moderating in our Facebook chat. Thank you, moderators. And Dan and Essence, if they're there. And thank you so much for the Super Hearts, Vinnie Tracy and Melissa Hafner. And thank you to our Twitch moderators, such as Umarath, Smoke, Daily Disclosure, Matthew Johnson, Idaho Star, and Keisha. Thank you all, and others. Thank you to our moderators. Really appreciate the moderators. All right, let's continue bringing you the latest information here. You can give me a shout with your comments, questions at Lookner on Twitter. And I'm just catching up on some sources here. It's weird. It's like, it's daytime there now. Oh, let me show you this, by the way. This account, this is just a rumor. Budayukao says a source from Hubei, Zhangyang, a secondary town close to Wuhan, told me that the condition there might be worse than Wuhan. Same situation, that extreme shortage on medical supply. But, the last couple hours we haven't heard that much new, and it's daytime there in China. And I don't I feel like it makes me nervous to also not hear much coming out of there. The official number of cases have increased so dramatically. We've been reading some horror stories about what's going on in the hospitals in Wuhan and how people can't get treatment anywhere, and the hospitals are just overcrowded. So it kind of concerns me to not hear information. See, this is interesting. This is somebody, I assume they're in Hong Kong. Hong Kongers. this person from Hong Kong, they say they want the Hong Kong government to stop all ports connecting with mainland China rather than the current temperature testing policy. News from RFA says many people who've died in Wuhan have no symptoms of fever. So currently in Hong Kong, I believe, and lots of places around the world, they take your temperature and they say, oh, you can't get on the plane if you have a temperature. You know, you might have this virus. But two reasons that doesn't work is, first of all, doesn't really work extraordinarily well, is one reason is that, well, it has an incubation period of up to 14 days. So
I think
you could have the virus, not be showing symptoms, not have a fever, and then you get on the plane and then you go somewhere and then you get there and 3 days later you're sick. That actually happened, I know the woman in Chicago, that happened with her, and that also happened with the guy in Washington in the United States. They both got sick after they got to the United States. So what this person in Hong Kong is saying is that they're upset that Hong Kong is part of China, but it's not on the mainland, it's on an island. So this person in Hong Kong wants China, or wants the Hong Kong government to do more than just take people's temperature before they're let in from mainland China into Hong Kong. But they're saying, I mean, that, I think, did I not mention this? Also, another reason that the temperature taking is not a very great solution to this, is that there's been reporting that not everyone who died from the